Hi everyone, welcome to my home. Welcome to my new channel. 3 years ago, December 17th, 2021, I closed on my home and it needed a lot of love. It thankfully didn't need anything major. There were no major electrical or plumbing issues. It was all cosmetic. I didn't record everything that I've done to the house so far. However, I will be able to sprinkle in, pictures here and there throughout my upcoming videos and just showing what it looked like before. I did get my home to a place where I would say it's like 75% done. I have a lot of projects left unfinished. I admittedly would almost finish a room and then get super excited about the next project and plan for it. And then I would just kind of leave the last little pieces behind that needed to get done. The rooms ultimately all need to be decorated. I think I only have one room that has, and it's my son's room, that has like pictures hanging on the wall. So not very decorated. Also, I do have a plan, it's not a formal plan or anything, but like a loose plan of moving in the next couple of years. But I do want to get this house to a point where it looks as beautiful as it can. There are just a lot of unfinished projects. One of the biggest ones is that I need to do the floors on my first level of my house. I'm hoping I can do the same floors that I did upstairs, but there are a lot of unfinished projects inside and outside the house. I have a tree that needs to get knocked down professionally. That is not something I'm going to DIY, but I have a tree that needs to get knocked down. I have a fence that needs to get replaced. There's a lot of things that I've really put, as a priority. And also knowing that I am going to move out of the house, there are some things that I would have liked to have done to the house, but I just don't see the point in it if I'm going to wind up selling it. And so the reason for eventually selling my home, I really do want a one-story house. My house is a two-story home. It was built in the 80s, has some 80s charm. Along the way, it was renovated here and there. There were some renovations made, but there are some structural things about the house that are very 80s. It's not that bad really, but I will be able to show you clips here and there of how the rooms look like before and a little bit of during, and then definitely you'll see the after. One of the things you'll see about my house now is that it is on the more colorful side, especially upstairs. I am not afraid of color at all. However, with the thought in the back of my mind that I would like to sell at some point, I do realize that not a lot of people like color, and that I just don't want anything to be a barrier to, selling the home. But honestly, I mean, this house looks so much better just the way it is right now compared to when I bought it, that I don't see how that would be a big deal. If I can do anything to expedite the selling of the house when that time comes, I think that painting the rooms a more neutral color, probably not this dark, but there's a shade lighter than this that I did in my living room, and I will most likely use that shade. I believe it's Accessible Beige by Sherwin-Williams. And I will most likely paint the bedrooms that color. Also, another thing, like, I'm not afraid of color. I love color. However, I also like change. I like to see something different sometimes. So I don't think it'll be a bad thing to repaint those rooms a more neutral color and just have something different to see. I have decided I will most likely leave the bathrooms the way they are, a little more colorful. This bathroom, has dark, obviously you can see the colors, a two-tone color. I'll leave this as is. The bathrooms upstairs, in the kids' bathroom, I did kind of like a teal color, like an earthy teal, I would say, color, and then some white. So I would leave that. My bathroom is pink. It almost looks like a neutral, but it's pink at the same time. I don't know if that makes sense. And so I would leave it. I would just leave that. I am going to leave the bathrooms as is. What you can expect to see on this channel, definitely makeovers. I will soon post like a part 1 to my living room makeover. What I have done for the living room, I have scraped the ceilings, the popcorn or acoustic. I have painted the ceilings in the living room, painted the walls, painted the baseboards, painted the floors. Also, that is something very temporary. You will see more of that. But definitely I will be sharing throughout. So you'll see like why the floors are painted in the living room. That's one of the biggest projects that I have as my priority. A little about me is that, first of all, my name is Salina. It's spelled like the last name, not like the singer. I work full time. I am a mom of 3. I'm a single mom. So it's a lot. I'm busy, but this is something that I love to do. My kids know that I love to do. There's lots to do. I enjoy working on the outside of my home as well, and I'm excited to share some projects there. Just also just the upkeep, right? Just having a house in general is just so much upkeep. I will hope you will come along for the journey. I will be sharing a video pretty soon. I do want to have a schedule to post weekly, at least once every week. Eventually, once I get into a rhythm of like filming, editing, posting, and I can get into a rhythm, I would like to do more. But for now, it'll be once a week. You can come into my home for a short amount of time and then you have to leave. I hope you're enjoying the holiday season and I hope to see you next time.